Good afternoon, everyone. Brooke here. We're going to do a 30-minute advanced Pilates session today. No equipment necessary, but still learn that you normally would expect from a Brooke session. So we're going to go ahead and start standing up. Coming to the end of your mat, check your feet. Feet should be hip width apart and parallel, toes and heels in a line. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms overhead. And then breathe out, come up onto your toes. Just finding your balance, just lengthening through the spine. Reach your arms out to the side. You slowly drop your heels to the mat. Drop your chin to your chest. Start drawing the abdominals up and in as you roll down over your legs. Just hold your stretch for a big breath in. And as you breathe out, you can drop the hands a little closer to the mat or get them flat down on the mat to stretch a little deeper into the legs. Now we're going to bend your knees and get the hands, if they're not already on the mat, down to the mat and start walking your hands forward. Breathe out as you come forward. Good. Lift the head, slide the shoulders down the back, engage the core, squeeze the glutes, and then bend your elbows. Push-ups, elbows pulled into the side of the ribcage. Exhale, press the mat away. Let's aim for 6. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep the shoulders right over the hands, and again, wrap those elbows into the sides of the ribcage. Don't let the hips sag down and lower or pike up towards the ceiling. Stay there for 3 more. Exhale to each lift. And 2. Last 1. Holding nice and high. Then we lift the hips all the way up. Press into your heels. Hold your stretch. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, chin to chest, rounded spine as we articulate every joint. Just restacking vertebra upon vertebra. So your shoulders and head finally come up last. Take another big breath in, reach the arms overhead, and breathe out, find your balance. We're going to hold the balance here for a moment. Try to stay really high on your toes and turn your shoulders to the left. Keep the hips facing forward. Breathe in, come back through the center, narrowing the waist, turn the shoulders to the right. Again, keep the hips facing forwards. Breathe in, come back to the center, and then lower your heels as you lower your hands down to your sides. Drop your chin to your chest, round the spine, again, gathering the abdominals in as you fold forward over the legs, softening the knees, get the hands down to the mat, and start walking all the way out into our second plank variation. Now this time the hips are low. We're going to step your right knee in towards your chest and then left knee in. Step the right foot back, left foot back. So just draw that knee so it's directly under your hips. So it's almost like you're on all fours, but with your knees about 2 inches up off the ground. 2 more times. Right knee forward, right knee back, left knee back. 1 more time, leading with that right knee. And then with the next one, we switch the leading leg to your left. So left knee steps forward, right knee follows, left foot goes back, right leg back. 3 more, breathing out as you take it forward and forward. And as you go back and back. Last 2, really press them out away. Press into your fingertips. And back, back. 1 more step forward and forward, back and hold. Now lift your hips all the way up. Again, press into your heels. Take a deep breath in. And then breathe out. Walk your hands back to your feet. Soften the knees, round your spine. Roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Shoulders and head. Once again, coming up last. And then wrap the hands behind you. Lift your arms, lift your chest. Just get a nice stretch, opening up the rib cage. And then breathe out. Drop your chest down towards your legs, straight back. Let the arms really drop away from your body. Hold for a big breath in. And then as you breathe out, just let the hands fall away from each other and back down towards the mat. Now we're going to bend the knees 1 more time. Start stepping your hands forward, breathing out as you come forward. Good. And then the last plank variation, I want you to pull your left knee into your chest, turn it out to the side, and then stretch that leg long to the back wall. Same again, without putting your foot down. Left knee to the chest, knee turns out to the side, stretch it to the back wall. 1 more without letting that foot come down, knee to chest, knee out to the side, to the shoulder, and stretch it back. And then we change legs. Right knee pulls in, turn it out to the side, and reach it to the back wall. 2 more. Breathe out as the knee pulls into the chest. Breathe in as you turn it out to the side. Inhale, stretch it back. Last 1. Again, knee to chest. Turn the knee out. Reach it back. Take the toes down to the mat. Drop your knees and sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms. Rest your head. Take a big breath in and exhale. Let it go. Good. Now changing positions, put onto your back. And we're going to reach the arms overhead. Just stretch Nice and long, right through the middle of your mat. As you breathe out, we're gonna lift the hands, lift the head, curl your spine up, and stretch forward over your legs. And breathe in, articulate your spine into a nice long straight back, and then breathe out, round the spine, scoop your abdominals, slowly come down bone by bone. Another deep breath in, and then as you exhale again, hands, head, spine, heels up off the mat, stretch forward, and then breathe in, straighten up the back. Now we're gonna come halfway back and hold here. Try to roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up. We're gonna lift both legs up, breathing out, hold the legs. Inhale, lower the legs back down. Keep the legs zipped together like a plank. Lift them up, try to touch the backs of the legs. Inhale, lower back down. Now if this feels too strong, if it gets into your lower back at all, just separate the legs and do single legs. Alternate. Let's go 2 more. Breathing out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Keep your spine nice and long and straight. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower, and then lower your upper body all the way back down to the mat. Take another deep breath in, and with your next exhale, sweep your hands around the sides and draw your knees into your chest into a V-sit. So again, we have the fingertips touching your ankles, shoulders back, shins parallel to the floor, and then breathe out, lower everything back down to the mat. Another deep breath in. As you breathe out, sweep the hands around the sides, knees to the chest, and from here, extend the arms and legs up into a teaser pose. Breathe in to hold, and then breathe out, slowly roll yourself back down. Take another breath in. Breathing out, hands along your sides, knees into the chest, shoulders back. Extend arms and legs up to the ceiling, and breathe out. Control back down to the mat. Last one. This time we're going to come straight up into a teaser with the legs and the arms straight. Lifting and lengthening, lift the chest up. Imagine hooks that just really lifting the chest high as you lengthen through the fingers and the toes, and then breathe out. Slowly come back down to the mat. And then hug your knees into your chest just to stretch out your lower back. With your next exhale, we're gonna lift the head, lift the shoulders, and reach your hands along your sides. Scoop the core in tight and extend your legs out to a 45-degree angle. Now turn your toes out so your heels are touching, toes slightly apart, and start pumping the arms. Breathing in for 4 beats. Breathe out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Look down towards the abdominals. Keep the belly button pulled in tight. So the bigger the movement of the arms, the more you're going to have to work the abdominals to try to stabilize. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and out. Last one. Breathe in. And out. Good. Now drop the shoulders back. Draw the knees in. Take a big breath. And then lift the knees up to tabletop position. Take your hands off the edges of the mat. Sink your shoulders down. I'm going to drop the knees down to the right as you turn your head to the left, just twisting the spine. And then breathe out. Knees come back to the center. Knees then go to the left as you turn your head to the right. And then exhale, knees back to that midline, drawing in the lower abdominals. One more time each way. Inhale, drop the knees, drop the chin, opposite directions. Exhale, everything comes back to that center line of the body. Last one. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. Now curl your head and shoulders up. Look down towards the abdominals. Stretch your arms and legs long. Feet together, knees together. Inhale, tuck the knees to your chest. Exhale, arms and legs long. So coming into a double leg stretch. So you tuck the knees, stretch it out. Stay here for 5. And reach. Last 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to stretch and hold. Let the head and shoulders come down to the mat. Keep the rib cage down, but lower your arms and legs down towards the floor. Then breathe out. Lift them all the way back up. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips, lengthen through your toes as you lower down towards the mat. Keep the ribs down. Exhale, lift back up. 3 more there. Breathing in as you lower. Breathe out as you lift. Keep the ribs down. Keep the abdominal connection. Inhale down. Exhale up. And then last one, breathe in as you lower, breathe out as you lift your head, lift your shoulders, hold the backs of the legs, and then hold the right leg as you let the left leg drop down to the mat. Pulse, pulse, switch the legs, pull, pull, and switch. Good, stay there for 8. Trying to work towards straight legs, trying to hold the back of the calf or the back of the ankle. Keep your chin in towards your chest, really curling the shoulders high up off the mat. Stay here for 4 more. And 3. Last 2, and 1. Now take the shoulders back, draw the knees in, take a deep breath. With your next exhale, we're going to take the hands behind the head, lift the toes up to the ceiling, just really lengthening, extending the legs. Lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Scoop the belly button in, lift the pelvic floor, and we're going to lower your left leg down to the floor. Just hover it an inch or so up off the mat. Lower your right leg about halfway down, and then circle your right leg for 4, 3. Keep looking towards the abdominals. Keep everything zipped in tight. Last one. Stretch the legs a little longer, keeping the shape of the legs. Reverse your circles for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the left leg up, draw the belly button in a little tighter, and drop your right leg down. Again, hover just up off the mat. Left leg goes about halfway down, and then small circles. Again, 4. Try to stabilize the pelvis, stabilize the core, stabilize the shoulders. Hold the last one. So you can get the shoulders higher. Reverse the circles and stretch through those toes. Stay there for 3, 2, and 1, and then drop the shoulders down. Draw your knees in and take a breath. Good. Now the next one, we're going to work into our lower back and our lower abdominals. And I want you to try to get your feet touching the mat behind you. So we're going to need to use the upper body. So pressing your hands down into the mat. We're going to breathe out. Lift the hips up off the mat and see if you can reach your toes touching the floor behind you. Now lift those toes up, 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 high to the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs, and then breathe out. Slowly roll down to the mat. We're going to let the head and shoulders come up. Drop the feet, lace the fingers behind, and drop your chest down towards your knees. Now same again, take the hands down to the mat, lift the legs up as you roll the spine down, touch the floor behind you, and then exhale, lift all the way up to the ceiling, really trying to stretch your legs long. Breathe out, roll the spine down, drop your feet, try to control it, lace the fingers behind the back. One more time, breathe in, straighten up the back, legs in front of you, then breathe out, start rounding the spine, lift the legs up, reach them to the floor behind you, and all the way up to the ceiling, holding there, hollowing the abdominals, and then breathe out, slowly roll yourself down. This time we're going to keep the head on the mat. Good, so I want you to finish with those toes pointing up to the ceiling. Now bend your knees. Again, with the hands on the mat, we're going to come just halfway. We're going to make it a little bit smaller, but then add a leg extension. So I'm going to roll your knees into your chest. Just hold here with your knees bent, almost like you're trying to touch your knees to your nose. Then breathe out. Control as you let the spine roll back down to the mat. Extend the legs out. Draw the knees into your chest. Again, lift the hips up, reach the nose towards your knee, and then slowly control as you roll back down. Extend the legs out and in. So engage the lower abdominals, mobilize your lower back as you lift those hips up. Control as they roll back down. Last one, extend and then bend. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in and let everything go. Good, now we're going to stretch the legs all the way out. Cross your right leg over your left. Button your ribs down towards your hips. Narrow the waist and lift the pelvic floor. So get deep core connection. Everything wrapped in tight, hands behind the head, and we're keeping the length through the legs and through the abdominals. Breathe out as you lift your head and shoulders up off the mat, drawing your belly button in a little tighter. Breathe in as you lower the back down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Now make sure you're not pulling the back of your neck. You're just resting your head in the pads of the fingertips as you lift and lower. Staying here 4 more. And 3. Last 2. Hold it up. Little crunches at the top for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift the right knee up to tabletop. Crunch towards the knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, elbows bent. I'm going to hover your left leg up off the mat and twist towards your right knee and down. Lift and lower. So really get that left shoulder up off the mat. Engage your right oblique at the side of the waist. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. And then drop the left leg. Extend your right leg. Take your head and shoulders down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. And then breathe out. Cross your left leg over the right. Point the toes. Think rib to hip connection. Core zip tight. Pelvic floor lifting and squeezing. Peel your head and shoulders up and down. Lift and lower. Stay there for 6 and 5. Last 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold the last one up. Elbows a little wider, shoulders a little higher, and little crunches at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Freeze and hold. Left knee comes up to tabletop crunch towards your knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Freeze and hold. Then hover your right knee up off the mat. Lift your right shoulder towards your left knee and back. Lift to the knee and back. Squeeze that left oblique. Get that right shoulder high, right elbow up to the ceiling. Breathe out with each lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower your right leg, extend your left leg, reach your arms all the way out behind you. Really lift your chest up off the mat. The big breath in and then exhale. Sink the ribs down. Draw your knees into your chest. Draw your chin to your chest, and we're gonna roll up and come all the way up to standing. Try to power yourself up without using your hands. Good. Now we're going to turn around. So you got the whole of your mat in front of you. Just roll your shoulders back a couple of times just to ease any tension that may have built up around the shoulders or your neck. Just slide the shoulders down, zip the core tight, and we're going to take a big step forward with your right foot. Now I want your left foot to drop down, left knee dropping down towards the mat. Right knee is over that front foot. Breathe in, stretch the legs. Breathe out, bend the knees. Think strings, lifting your shoulders and your head up. So it's like you're on puppet strings as you lift and lower. Imagine your pelvis like a bowl of water. So we're not letting that water kind of flow forward, out. So we're not tilting the pelvis to the back wall. Get that tailbone just dropping right down to the mat. 2 more, breathing out and in. Next one, we hold low and pulse down. 8, 7. Really try to get that back knee down to a 90-degree bend. So really drop the knee low, close to the mat. Last 2 and 1. Now the next one, we're going to lift the back leg, drop your chest. You can drop your chest even lower than your hips. And then breathe in, come back into your lunge. Breathe out, straighten up the standing leg, drop the chest, lift the back legs, and tip the shoulders just below the hips. And then inhale, come back down. So this is stretching the hamstring on that right leg while also strengthening. If you lose your balance, just jump back in, that's fine. Inhale down. Last one, we're gonna come, chest low, back leg high, straighten the standing leg, and then try to reach your arms out to the wall in front of you. Then breathe in, step the left foot or the back foot down, drop down into your lunge, and lift your front heel high. Keep your rib to hip connection. Again, that will help to keep that pelvis level. Breathe in, straighten the legs, breathe out, bend the knees. So now we're nice and upright again. Shoulders back, chin up. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2. We're gonna hold the next one down. Lift that front heel a little higher, get the back knee a little lower, and pulse it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold the last one, just stay there. Lift the front heel higher, get the back knee a little lower, zip the core a little tighter. I'm gonna lower the front knee down, lift your left knee up, and balance with that knee straight out in front of you. Breathe in, take the foot back down to the mat. Breathe out and lift your left knee, straighten the standing leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And lower, last one. And a little variation. Find your balance and then kick the foot out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Just step that left foot back down to the mat. Lift your right leg, give a little bit of a shake. And move your legs around and get ready for the second set. So now we're at the top half of your mat. Again, engage the core muscles. We're going to step the right leg back. Left foot is forward. We're going to drop that right knee down to the mat, almost that 90-degree bend. Think about the pelvis holding water. Breathe in, stretch the legs. Breathe out on the knees. Shoulders back, nice open collarbone. Breathe in and out. Stay here for 6, 5. The legs up with each drop. 4, perfect posture. 3, core engaged. 2, down. Last one, we hold it low. Pulse it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we straighten the standing leg, lift the back leg to drop your chest slightly lower than the hip if you can. Breathe in, come back into your lunge. Breathe out, straighten the standing leg, lift the back leg. The lower that chest goes, the more you're going to feel that stretch through the hamstring as we strengthen. Inhale down, 2 more like that. Breathing out, Back leg comes high, chest drops low, standing leg is straight. Inhale down. This is the last one. So make it perfect if you can. Try to reach your arms out to the wall in front of you. Stretch from the tips of the fingers to the tips of that toe. And then breathe in. Come back into your lunge. Good. Really drop the back knee down to the mat. Scoop the core tight slightly. Tilt the pelvis just to take it back into that neutral alignment. And then peel your front heel up. Breathe in. Stretch your legs. Breathe out, bend the knees. So nice, perfect posture. Find a focal point on the wall or just in front of you. Stay there for 6 and 5, 4, 3, last 2. We're gonna hold the next one down, lift the front heel a little higher, drop the back knee a little lower, and pulse for 8, 7, 6. Try to stay as low as you can. 4, 3, 2, and then just hold there, zip the core a little tighter, drop the back knee a little lower, front heel a little higher, and then lower that front heel, lift your right knee up, find your balance. Breathe in, step the right foot back, back into your lunge, breathe out. Right knee comes up, straighten your standing leg. Inhale, lower, 2 more here, breathing out as we lift. Breathe in as you lower. And last one, lift up and hold. Now kick the foot out for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then step your right foot down to the mat. Now you lift your left leg up, place your hand on that left foot, knees together, push your hips forward as you pull the heel in towards your seat. Extend the arm up overhead, take a deep breath in. And then breathing out, lower your left foot, lift the right, knees together, hips forward, reach the arm up. Inhale to hold. And then exhale, just drop the right foot back down to the mat. Now we're going to come down to the mat and change our focus to our upper body for a moment. So we're going to start with triceps. Fingertips pointing in towards your hips, hands directly beneath your shoulders. I want you to lift your hips up, so straight away coming into a slightly stronger version than we often do, the hips down. I'm going to bend your elbows, pull the elbows in towards each other, and then extend the arms out. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Extend, hold the arms nice and long. Now lift your right knee up, keep the knee bent, bend and extend for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right knee, lift the hips a little higher, lift your left knee, keep the knee bent 90 degrees. 4 drops, 4, 3, 2, keep the elbows pulled together. Last one, drop your left heel down, lift the hips higher, narrow the waist. Extend your right toe up to the ceiling. Go 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower the leg down and up. Take the elbows down and up. 3 more. Down. Leg goes down and up. Elbows down and up. Last 2. Down and up. Elbows down and up. 1 more. Down and lift. Elbows down and lift. Just drop the foot. Drop the hips. Just lift up out of the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And then the last set, again, hips high, left leg long, bend and extend just 4, straight through, 3, 2, 1. Try to stay strong as we now lower the left leg down and up, bend your elbows down and up, 3 more, down, and lift, press into that right heel, the heel that's on the mat. Try to keep those hips high, keep your triceps strong, last 2, and lift, bend, extend, 1 more, leg goes down and up, elbows down and up. Drop your left foot and swing your hips between your hands. Lift your arms up to the ceiling, really arching your back, puffing the chest forward. Good. Okay, now onto your side. You're gonna prop the head up onto an elbow, have your bottom knee bent, top leg is straight. So heel, knee, hip, shoulder, and head all make one line. Flex the foot, zip the belly button in tight, and then lift the top leg up and down. Slow movements, 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4. Try to get that leg as high as you can. Maybe take your hand to the hip. Almost push the hip away as you lift that leg up. Hold the last one. Keep the pelvis stable as you pulse the leg up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the foot down so it's parallel with the hip, in line with the hip. Turn your toes inward, so let the toes almost hang off that heel as you lift and lower. Up and down. 6 more. And 5. Last 4. 3, really squeezing that glute, get that inward rotation, toes below the heel, hold the last one up and pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the foot back down, take it back to parallel. Last set, we turn the toes out, so externally rotating that leg, lift and lower. Breathe out and in. As we're doing this, just look down your body and make sure that leg is still in line with your hip. It's not kind of creeping towards the front edge of your mat with that hip rolling to the back. Your pelvis should be perfectly stacked, so it's not tilting towards that back wall. Keep that external rotation, toes slightly above the heels for 2. Hold the last one up, pulse at the top for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one, I'm going to point the toe, big circle with that top leg all the way around, freeze at the top. 2 more, circling forward, down, back, hold at the top. Last one, forward, down, back, and hold, then reverse it. 3 the other way. Big, perfect circles, leg long like a chopstick. Last 2, reaching through the toe, and 1, all the way around. Lift, and then just drop that top knee forward, tap out your hip, extend the lower leg, and then hands behind the head. Just stretch, twisting the spine, looking to the wall behind. And then take the elbows forward and change to the other side. So prop your head up onto your elbow, pull the shoulders back, bottom knee is bent, top foot is flexed, legs straight, core strong, and then lift and lower, up and down. So again, that foot is parallel to the floor, heel, knee, hip, shoulder, and head, all in one line. Abdominals tight to support your lower back and support that stability through the spine and the pelvis. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it up, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the foot down, turn the toes inward, lengthen through the heel as you lift and lower. Again, 8, 7, slow is key, not rushing through. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold the last one up, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down. Now rotate the toes outward, so toes above the heel. Again, lift straight up, straight down, full range of motion from high to low, as high as you can get that leg without moving the hip or the pelvis. Stay there for 5, 4, 3. Try to keep your shoulders down, neck nice and long. 2. Hold the last one up, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point the toes, stretch the legs, circle it forward, down, back, and around again. Stabilize the pelvis as that leg sweeps to the back corner of the mat. 2 more, forward, down, all the way up to the top point. Last one, forward, down, back, and hold it high. Reverse, let's go forward the other way. And 3, lift, last 2, all the way around. And 1. Good. Lift the leg, and then we're just going to drop that knee in front. Extend your lower leg out. Pat out any tension through that muscle. Take your hand behind the head and twist, looking over the shoulder to the wall behind you. Good. And then take the elbows back together. I'm going to come over to all fours. I want you to drop your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone under, really round out your spine, breathing out into a cat stretch. Breathe in, lift the head, arch the back. One more time, breathing out, round the spine, scoop the abdominals in. Inhale, lift the head. And with the next one, we're going to take the elbows out, or the ribs out to the side, to the top, out to the right, and down. Give a circle, like a little hoop around your ribs, and then reverse that movement. Go the other way. One more time, circling each direction, to the left, to the top, out to the right. Find every corner of that invisible hoop around the ribs, and then reverse the circle for your last one. Now just step your right knee slightly back, tuck your left foot under your body, and extend the right leg up to the ceiling for a big inhale. And then exhale, drop down to the elbows, to your chest. And then lift back up. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Uncross your left foot. Tuck your right foot under the body. Turn the right knee out to the right edge of the mat. Slide your left leg back again. Look up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And then breathing out, just folding forward over your legs. And then roll yourself back up. Uncross that right foot. Tuck your toes under. Hover your knees just an inch or so above the mat. Scoop and hollow the abdominals. Lift the pelvic floor. And then come all the way up into a downward dog. So straightening up the legs. Press into your heels. Arch your back. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Hang forward over your legs. Just let the neck relax. Nodding the head. And then shake side to side. Bend your knees, scoop the abdominals in, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Shoulders and head come up last. Now float the arms up, draw your heels together, come up into a balance, hold, and then reach the arms out to the side. Drop your heels and finish with the hands behind the back. And then shake everything out. Great, well done. Hope you enjoyed that advanced workout. We're back again on Thursday morning, so check in. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.